Hello, all. We are live here from Saco, Maine. I'm Nathan.
I'm Angela, and I'm also live.
Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, she's alive.
Still alive.
She's alive.
Still alive.
Hello, all, everybody. We've had a great week this week. Back to work, back to the grind. How was
Busy.
it? Yeah, it was busy.
So busy.
So busy.
Like you take a couple days off and you realize how busy you are.
I had 387 emails when I got back in.
Oh, I only had 110.
110.
So clearly I'm not as important as you are.
And a lot of mine were automated ones that were just this way there. But, back to the work, back to the grind. We were both back to work on Monday, and so we spent most of the time getting...
Yeah, Sunday afternoon we recovered. We just unpacked, did laundry. We ordered out. Did we order food?
We did order food.
What the heck?
So we had wings and salad from...
Oh, yeah, from Portland Pie. We ordered food. And then during that, we watched a not so high quality movie.
Not really high... Well, the movie itself was a high quality movie. It's just that probably the content wise
was not quality.
So we watched Baywatch, the new one. And the reason why we watched it is because of this.
So for those of you that are not on the Sargent side of the family, you don't know what you're looking at, except for this strange white man on the shoulder of the rock. That is my uncle. That's my Uncle Dick. And he and my aunt and one of my cousins and his family was down in Tybee Beach last year. Was it last year? I can't even remember.
Yeah.
And they found out that they were filming, and they had my cousin's stepdaughter, Hannah, teenager, and was all about like the fact that Zac Efron was in the movie and figured out a way to get hired as extras. And so we watched the movie because out of family obligation. And we didn't really spot anybody else. And then the final scene when The Rock is sitting on the pier or whatever with his staff, there's my uncle hanging out.
Not this guy.
And that's just kind of how he looks too. He's just kind of hanging out. He's probably wishing that they would speak up so he could hear them.
The funny thing is that the movie itself was not really.
Oh, it wasn't
great.
Good. I wouldn't recommend any of you to watch it, but it was cool. Mom, you're right. I see you on there. You are right that it was cool to kind of see somebody that you know, and we just couldn't stop laughing because it wasn't like he was just like some person in the crowd. Like he was like right there.
He's right there. This is right before Pamela Anderson comes out. Like right there.
Character.
Yeah.
So yeah. So he's kind of famous now. I don't think that he enjoyed the experience.
No, and that's the funny thing. Out of everybody, out of everybody who did it, there was 6 of them that did it together.
I think so, and I think like Hannah and Neely were really hoping to get on camera, and they didn't. I don't think, or we didn't see it. So if they did, I'm sorry.
But
so that's what we did Sunday night.
We did Sunday.
Yeah, that was very exciting. Before we went back to work, and the hundreds of emails that we had.
Dick is so famous. Yeah, then Monday we were back to work. Tuesday
Mom said he was born for this moment.
Yes.
Don't tell him.
Yes, he was. He was born for this moment.
Anyways, so we went back to work.
Yeah, we went back to work, and Tuesday was basically a normal day. Wednesday we had youth group, and we were actually alone not alone, but we had other.
We were put in charge for the week.
Yeah, for the week because our co-leaders were having
they had some time off.
Yeah, they had some family around, and so they wanted a week off. So they had a week off, and went well.
Yeah, went as well as it could be going for that group.
You only had one outburst.
Only one. What else? Oh, this was also a week where you got to reintroduce some foods to your diet.
Did.
I mean, we're still doing pretty well with the low carb, low sugar. We're really still going to do that, but not so much focus on the high fat portion of keto.
Yeah, but you did make...
I did make some keto stuff this week. Some hamburger rolls.
Those are homemade hamburger rolls that are delicious. We had those. Oh, I didn't get a picture of your actual burger altogether.
We had
on
it
them,
with the burger. It was pretty good. Not like your standard hamburger roll. A little bit heavier.
Chewy is the word I'm
maybe.
looking. No,
but when you haven't had a hamburger bun in a long time, it tastes really good.
It was really good. I'm not gonna lie.
And then also yesterday morning, I made breakfast item donut, and this was really good. We would have a couple tweaks that we would add just a little bit more stevia to make it just a little bit sweeter.
Well, I think the glaze that they had you make for this, and I'm way over. Here. The glaze. You see how it's shiny?
Stop it! You can't.
Shiny. You see how it's shiny?
Shiny.
So that's a butter and cinnamon glaze on there, and I think what I.
Oh, sorry,
Kelly.
It'll be up later on. You can watch it later.
Yeah, the glaze is a butter and cinnamon glaze, and I think they just need the cinnamon can be that kind of. It's one of those one of those spices that you're expecting some sweetness with.
Yeah.
So I think you need
some
to
liquid
sweeten.
stevia.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It only needs 6 donuts, which is totally fine because I don't think that I could eat a whole donut because they're pretty thick.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sweet, surprisingly. And so, did you eat a whole one today? I ate
I had a half of one.
Yeah, I ate just a half one, and it was pretty good. For not having donuts.
Yeah, I think that if I were to have a whole one, I'd feel kind of like
sick.
Groggy.
Sick,
yeah. So
that's the keto stuff we did this week.
Yeah, but then Friday came along. Well, what did we do Thursday? Oh, I went and saw a movie. I went and saw Ready Player One on Thursday, and I thought, I'm like, okay, it's totally a sci-fi nerdy kind of movie. It's about video games and stuff like that. But sometimes I go to those just because mind escape, right? And I was, I know Steven Spielberg was involved and directed it and stuff like that. And so I was expecting it to be good, but it was really there's people that will completely disagree with me, but really a great movie.
It was your geeky
it was just the right amount of geek and nerdy for me. So.
And then what else? Oh, Friday night. Did anybody catch last weekend the live version of Jesus Christ Superstar with John Legend? We didn't either. We didn't get to see it live, but we watched it. We taped it, and we watched it Friday night.
Yes.
So good. So good. He is so talented. But probably Nathan's more excited about the fact that he got to have pasta. Real pasta. That's really
I had real pasta!
That's not really an appetizing looking plate right there.
No, but
it had pasta.
It was in my belly.
So half a cup of uncooked pasta is what he can have.
Yeah.
So cooked, it looks like that.
Yeah, it looks a little bit more. But the interesting thing is that the whole point of reintroducing some of the starches and the carbs back in is that we want to be able to measure if they elevate my blood sugars or not. And thankfully, pasta is not one of them.
It is not.
So pasta did not elevate it.
Not that we're going to have it every single week or on a high rotation like maybe we used to, but every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
If we go out and he wants some pasta, it's not going to be a big thing. We're not going to have a bunch in the house, though, because that's when we get into trouble.
It's the best tasting pasta ever.
And then Saturday rolled around.
And I have no pictures of this. I apologize, but I'm sure you can.
We cleaned the basement.
Yeah.
And you assembled your new ginormous...
My ginormous grill. Yep. And there'll be pictures of me cooking on that forthcoming, I'm sure. But it's huge. It's a 3-foot by 2-foot cast iron grill. So
after we cleaned the basement, we actually took a bunch of stuff that we cleaned out of the basement. And they were doing this donation drive for a bunch of families that lost their home. There was bad apartment fire early last week. And so multiple families were displaced. And so we actually had some furniture and some housewares that we weren't using that were downstairs for the last year. And so we brought them over, donated. So that was good. I was glad that we were able to do that.
Yeah, it was good to some of the stuff that's just, you have the stuff that's sitting around. It's perfectly fine. It's just no place for it. Yeah. So that was good. That went over. And then we hung out with our pastor and his family last night. So Pastor Andrew and Bethany and their girls who are hilarious. Why am I missing them? Fiona and Brianna. Well, we said that Brianna's the oldest, Fiona's the youngest, and they're but I had pizza. not, we've had our fathead pizza, which is
No,
good.
we had real pizza.
We had real
it's
pizza.
So much better than
I had half a small pizza, which was divine. It's like I put, I'm talking and chatting and, because I talk. But I put the first piece in my mouth and I went silent for like a minute and a half.
It got really awkward.
Bethany goes, do you need a moment alone?
So we did, not pasta. We did pizza and wings, because wings is something we can have, and
lots of salad.
So,
yeah. And again,
we split the small pizza, and it was okay.
It was okay.
We didn't have any extra toppings on it. We just did cheese, a plain. Didn't get crazy.
And didn't get big. It was just a small tiny thing. Pizza. So, which is fine.
Right.
Have a small pizza with a big salad and it works.
So that was very exciting. And then today, because we're talking all about the food, and
we skipped a whole topic though.
What?
We need to talk about this.
Okay, we need to watch the time because this is getting long.
We need to talk about this.
Okay. So I don't even remember what day this was. This was Thursday, I think. Thursday. I got to work Thursday, and they had just done the weekly generator test at the hospital. And when they did that, it knocked out my computer power source. So my computer was dead in the water. Fortunately, in the office suite that I work in, there's a conference room, a large conference room with a big screen TV and a computer hooked up to it, so I could work in there. And that's great. Mm-hmm. And it was great until I got really distracted because it has a view of the roof, and the seagulls were being crazy out there, crazy loud, crazy obnoxious. And so this fella, I was eating my breakfast of bacon and trying to work, and this guy just kept on. He was kind of off. You see where there kind of looks like a wooden bridge back behind him? He started out back there. And then as I noticed, he was hardcore staring at me, like totally watching me eat my bacon. He knew. And he kept getting closer and closer. And then he was right next to the window and he started screaming, He was like, bacon! She has bacon! Bacon! Bacon in here! It's totally obnoxious. And my boss came in, she's like, you need to hurry up and eat your breakfast. She's like, he is going crazy. Oh, the struggles of working near the coast.
It was my favorite picture of the week. So,
this afternoon. About the food.
Yeah.
We had once a month. We are hosting my immediate family, and we may expand that to others. But a family potluck, just in an effort to try to have some set aside family time, and it's really a con to get my nephews to want to still hang out with me after they leave home. That's really what it is. So if you're watching, boys, you need to still come hang out with me, okay? Mm-hmm. But so we had, Mom and Dad and Valerie and Gary wasn't here. Gary had to work. Holly and Christopher came. So it was all of us. And we had some enchilada chicken that I made, which was so good. A big, huge salad.
Lots of salad.
Mom made broccoli casserole, which is a nice treat for us. And
sugar didn't go up. But I think I had
a little dollop.
It was like that much. Yeah, it was not a lot, but it was
good.
And
then Dad brought a whole big tray of sandwich meat and stuff. So we had some buns and stuff that people could make sandwiches with.
Which I didn't have. I thought for sure I would have a bun, but I decided not to. And I think that was probably a good call.
No, I did. I saw the bread. I needed it.
Yeah.
I missed it.
It was calling your name.
It was. So anyway, so people hung out here for quite a while. Gary and Holly only just left about 45 minutes ago. And we played games and just kind of hung out and relaxed.
Activated a new phone.
Yes, activated. My dad will be getting an iPhone, so watch out, world.
It's coming.
He will be posting on Facebook as he's out and about, and we will see if this is a good thing.
I apologize in advance.
No, it'll be fine. Dad, don't worry. You will have so much fun.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right. We love you.
All right. I need to go get other stuff taken care of.
Go do that. I love you. We love you all.
Have a great week.
Alrighty. Bye-bye, everybody.